What's up, guys? It's Sam Talks Games, and today I want to talk about how I feel about Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. It's been out for a few days already. I've gotten many hours in it, and I've made no progress. This game is huge. It's massive. It's probably as big as Tears of the Kingdom, if you want to do everything in it, or close to as big at least. And I'm absolutely loving it. I don't know where it's going to place in my all-time favorites because I don't know where the story is going to head. Will it have a bad ending? Will it have a good ending? And will it pick up like the other Yakuza games picked up with the story? But the plot is thickening regardless, and I feel like it will pick up, and I feel like things will get crazy because things are already being set up, and obviously this is the culmination of all the previous Yakuza games. So I'm very excited to see where the story heads. But there's so many good things about this game. Like, oh man, how the side content is handled. Playing Infinite Wealth genuinely feels like you're playing multiple games because of how much side content there is. See, you have Dondoko Island, which is, I haven't unlocked it yet, but it's basically almost an infinite wealth of content in a way, which is similar to Animal Crossing, and that's like a life sim thing. Furthermore, you could just play that endlessly after you beat the story of Dondoko Island, and Dondoko Island is a good way to grind money as well, so it's practical. Then you have the Sujimon League, which is you have to defeat the Discrete Four by raising Sujimon and going on raids throughout the city and defeating gyms, and that's also very in-depth. And then you have all the sub-stories. The sub-stories are very high quality in this game, and they're also like 20-30 minutes long per sub-story. So I'm really impressed with what they're doing here, and I think Infinite Wealth is going to take at least like 100 plus hours to do everything in. Furthermore, the combat, they made some small tweaks to the combat from Yakuza 7, but it really makes a difference. See, Yakuza 7, with the combat, you can position yourself to where you get encountered so you can have obstacles in front of you that you can use. But with Infinite Wealth, you can actually move your character while you're in combat, and that makes a massive difference, because now you can actually like move during the battle to use bikes or chairs or whatever to your advantage. And if you have someone who has a weaker weapon, you could just have them use a chair or something, and that would work. That would help you out, and you essentially always have some sort of a chance at victory in this game, even if you're under-leveled. Furthermore, I feel like the combat itself just feels snappier and better. So I really like what they're doing. So in Yakuza 7, combat would have, you would have like perfect guard, you would tap the buttons, but what I want to focus on specifically is Kiryu's combat. So Kiryu has 3 styles. He has Beast style, Brawler style, and Rush style. Rush style allows you to move twice. Brawler style allows you to deal a lot of damage, and Beast style allows you to defeat that enemy but sweep a lot of enemies around. And another it just makes a huge difference, and it makes me not want to put any other job on Kiryu. But another thing I want to say is the movement that you are allowed to do allows for something called a proximity bonus, and it will help everyone out with damage, but especially with Kiryu. Kiryu will just get heat actions if you have a proximity bonus, and you can do massive damage that way. For example, if you do a proximity bonus with Kiryu for Rush style, you'll spam square You could get a bunch of damage in and knock down the enemy, and then you can then attack right after and kick the enemy for extra damage as well. So it really just compounds on each other, and I think, honestly, Infinite Wealth is one of the best turn-based combat systems I've ever experienced. It's right up there with like Persona 5 and SMT 5. It's really fucking good. Furthermore, it's just a nice, joyful game to play, despite the serious crime drama stuff. Every Yakuza game does this. They're all serious crime dramas, and then you go to the sub-stories, and they're all wacky and crazy, but it's especially so in this game. This game is really focused on helping you have fun and being fun, and it's fun in both ways with the main story and the sub-stories. The main story is a serious crime drama, and so it has stakes, and things matter, and your choices matter, and it's very gripping, and it's very epic and hype. It's an epic story, but the sub-stories are just funny, and, sometimes they're emotional, but most of the time they're funny. And I think that's exactly what they've been the whole series, and I think they're the best they're at in this game. Honestly, going into this game, I had sky-high expectations. Like I was telling my buddies, like, this is going to be the best game ever made. I didn't actually believe that, but, like, I think Infinite Wealth might be, like, a top 3 game for me. I think it's really that good. I think it's one of the best RPGs ever made. And I'm not even cracking the surface here with this game. I have like 20 hours in, 17 hours on the in-game clock, but it's more on the PlayStation, because I spent a lot of the time paused, like doing other things or something, or, whatsoever. But it's just gripping. I can't play any other games right now because I'm playing Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. I just feel like I need to keep playing this game because this is the most enjoyment I can get out of a game. And honestly, I'm so excited for the other games to come this month. Persona 3 Reload, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. I think it's going to be great, and I'm very excited to experience all the amazing RPGs that are going to come out this year, along with other things, like a possible Nintendo Switch 2. But yeah, that's all I had to say on Infinite Wealth. Yeah, that's about it. So,